Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Mike, VirtuSim, and today we're gonna have a look at the Canadair CL-115. This brand new aircraft, firefighting aircraft, which we also will get in MSF 2024, and already have a preview here in 2020. So let's have a closer look. First we're gonna go inside, and then we do a quick walk around the aircraft, see what we have here. So we can't open any doors, so we have to jump inside. First let me go in here, as we can go into the cabin. Alright, so the cockpit's up there. And then we got everything back here. Alright. So these are the wheel wells for the gear, for the main gears. We have here a pompe, épuisement ou mousson. Okay, that's all French. But that's probably hydraulic pumps for the gear. Also, we got some stuff back here. Because if we can have a look in here, let's have a look here. Oh no, this is the water tank. Yeah, this is the water tank. So this is the main water tank, and there you see the valves. That was not for the gear, and this is the other water tank. And we can see the doors down there, which we're gonna open pretty soon. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, this is where the gear is. This part here, that's for the right hand main gear, and this for the left hand main gear. And if we're gonna have a look outside, yeah, this is for the gear, and those are the water tanks. And then back here we got a dinghy, I think, or life raft, or some firefighting equipment. Probably a dinghy, because it's always picking up water from a lake or a river or a sea. Probably more a lake, not the sea, because it's too bouncy, too much waves at sea. We got an exit here, then we got a ladder which we can use to climb on top of the wings, and then here we go back into the tail section. Looks really great. Textures are... wait a minute, who opened this door? You see that? Hey, I never saw that happening in here. So look, now it's open. Now it's closed. And there's no way that I can open this door from the inside. I think we have to have a look at that, because I've never seen that door open. Never saw anything to open the door. I can't open this door because I've been back here, tried everything, and there's no click spot. But yeah, that door can open. All right. Let's go back inside and in the cockpit seat, and put some power on this aircraft so we can have a walk around outside. Alright, ground power is available. We're gonna turn on some lights here. Anti-collision light comes on, that one comes on. We're gonna have the other lights on so we can see everything. There's the water tank system. It's ready, it's armed. Let's get the probes down. There we go. Probes are down. And I have mapped the water drop button on my yoke using X's and O's. So now if you have a closer look at this one and I push the button, they open. I can see there the indicator, it's open. Release the button and it's off again. So let's have a look outside. Let's set the flaps. all the way down. This one comes back and that the surface lock on. So now let's go outside and have a look. Alright, so that door didn't open, so we're gonna outside this. Boom. Yes, here we are. So now we're outside. So let's have a good look at this aircraft, because the really love the textures are beautiful. You can see all the rivets. Main gear, beautiful. Let's have a look in the wheel well. Right. Oh, looks beautiful. Yeah, love it. Love it. Could be a little bit more dirty in here, because it's normally not this clean, but I think this one just came out of an inspection, so they cleaned it all. That looks great. Alright, so they didn't clean it very good here, as we can see some more dirt on here. Alright, so that is auxiliary pump. Port hydraulics. Normal gouge, the big drop, yeah, 100 psi. I got the main gear. The tires looks really great, love it. Love the texture on it. Aircraft, shy rear. Alright, look at the labels here. Shock strut, instructions for servicing. I can't get any. Oh, I can get a little bit closer, but it's not that. But I still can read it. Remove center valve cover. Beautiful, love it. Let's climb up on here. See if everything looks alright. Yeah, seems so. No leakages. Let's jump down, up. Right. So this is the door that can be. This door can be opened, but I can't do it from the outside now with the drone cam. So let's have a further look around. Let's. Oh, beautiful. So the flaps are down. Let's walk up here so we can see the hinges. They look great. Love the detail, guys. I love it. Beautiful. Pitot tube up there. Here's the flotation device for the wing when we are on water. It's great. Leading edge. Beautiful. Light is all working. Yep. And here's our left hand nav light on top of the winglet. They painted my name on the tail. Well, thank you guys. So let's walk around here. That's the cockpit voice recorder, so when they crash, the divers can find the cockpit voice recorder right there. Look at that vertical stabilizer and horizontal stabilizer. Man, this is huge. Beautiful. Looking great. Alright, so we come up at the there's another emergency exit. And now we come here and you can see here, we go a little bit lower, both of the water scoops. So when you fly and you have to scoop up some water, those are the two scoops that will pick up the water and push all the water into the tanks. And then here we have the 4 doors, this 1 and 2, and there's 2 on this side as well. We're gonna stay at a little bit backwards this side. Look at the details. Beautiful. So you want to pick up water around 65 knots, and then you will fill up the tanks really quick. If you fly too fast, you'll be bouncing and there will be no water coming in. If you're too slow, no water will come in as well. So let's ask for inside if they can open the doors. Well, in this case I have to do it myself, of course. I'm gonna push the button on the yoke and the doors will open, and that looks really beautiful. Right, release the button, they close. So now open it and we're gonna have a look inside. And yeah, that looks amazing, that looks good. A little bit dirty here from the spray paint, I think. Let's go back in here and we can see the two other doors. They're both working really great. Now let's have a closer look when they close. Love the animation, that looks really great. Alright guys, so let's go for a flight. And let's pick up some water, drop some water, and then come back here. Alright, let's go inside. Alright, so we're back in the cockpit, and let's start up the Canadair. So first we can see we have some ground power unit available. We're gonna switch that one on. We're gonna set the batteries on, both of them, and we're gonna reset the warning light. So if we're gonna look at the fuel panel here, fuel remaining left is more than right. And there's something, a bug in the system, that once you start up the aircraft, you will see a fuel imbalance. Sometimes the left hand tank is completely full and the right hand tank is empty. So before you do that, you have to go to the what is this? Alright, delete that. So right, so you see now, right, left hand tank 55 and this one is 45. So we're gonna make sure that it's all the same. 50 and 50, and now the aux tank will automatically fill. 49%. That will be enough for this short flight. So you see now the tanks will be filled correctly. Water tanks are empty, so that's good. So now we don't have any fuel imbalance. That's one thing you really have to check, because sometimes the left hand tank will completely full and the right hand tank will be empty, and you'll be turning over left all the time if you don't put in some aileron input. Right, so that is all set. We're gonna set some lights for the startup. Anti-collision light, enough light goes on, seatbelt lights are on, no smoking lights are on. Okay, let's continue. Alright, so we got the parking brake is set, power levers in idle, those are in cutoff. We're gonna turn on the fuel pumps. Is the 25th, it's an odd number, so we're gonna start with engine number 1. Flight controls are free to move. We can have the gas lock on here, and let's start up. So we're gonna watch the NL here raise like 8, 9, 10, and when it's 12 we're gonna open the fuel valve here for the prop to start. Oh, wrong. I forgot the fuel power, the ignition, but it's starting. So don't forget that you have to set the ignition also as well. Right, engine is starting up, looking good. So we got a good start. We're gonna get the AC on. This one goes on, the bus goes off, the inverter comes on, everything comes from engine number 1 now. We're going to engine number 2. start. And at 12%, 10, 11, 12. There we go. This guy, good start. Generator on. Generator 2 on. Start warning test. AOA test. Good. Heaters, we don't need them. Alright, got the taxi lights on. Ice and rain protection is not needed. Right, that's all set. Coming here, then we have here the switch for the aural warning select next to the landing gear. It's now at land. If we're gonna pick up some water, we need to put this switch to C, otherwise we get all the time the aural warning for the landing gear, because the landing gear has to be up when we're gonna do the water pickup. Talking about the water pickup, here is the water status display. Everything is now empty. I can check the annunciator panel. Where was that? Where was that switch? So we can turn on all those lights. Oh man, I lost it. Oh man, this is the test light. This test, it does nothing. Where was it? Oh, I lost it. Right, that engine, this wipers. Oh man. Anyhow, can't find it right now, but it was somewhere here. Well, now it's gone. Anyhow, so the tanks are empty, otherwise we'll see the lights. I really want to find that switch, because I want to point something out. Where's that test light? Pitot heat, Pitot still warning annunciator test. Here we go. So you can test all these lights. But one thing you don't see is the lights here for the water tanks. So that's, you can't see that right now. But okay, so now they're ready. If you want to drop water, you have to get them into armed. That's the up position for this switch. Then I have mapped with X's and O's the water drop button. When I push it, the valves will open, or the doors, and I will see the 4 lights there. When I release it, the doors will close. Now it's in the standby. If I want to lower the probes are down. And now the probes are up, and up here. Here you can set your salvo and your interval. I'm not gonna use that, so we're gonna set that at 0. Next to this one is the emergency close door. So that means if the doors won't shut, you can close them with this button here. And if the doors won't open and you have to release the water because you're too heavy and you're losing an engine, you don't want to be too heavy when you're flying on one engine, you have to release the water real quick. There's the emergency handle right here, and you see all the doors will open. And when this one is open and I'm doing this, it won't work, because now I have the emergency door open, and they will always be open. So I'm closing this one. Oh, make it correct. There we go. So now I'm gonna put this one in the armed position. I'm gonna open the doors, and then emergency closed. You see, it goes back to armed, and now there. So that's working. They should be open, light off, and now it's armed, and light should be off. So that is how that works. Right, let's reverse a little bit, otherwise we're gonna go over our tow bar person. So we keep those here at the start feather. I'm gonna release the brake, test the brake, because otherwise we're going forward real quick. Gust lock is off. Not too fast, and now this one a little bit backwards. And we're gonna taxi slowly backwards. Alright, then we can go forward and then turn over left. So we're gonna stay clear of the tow bar person. Alright, next to the fuel station. And we're gonna taxi all the way up there, the runway. Stay a little bit on the center line. It's a very small runway here, a very small, very narrow taxiway. The runway isn't that big, but we don't need a very long runway with this aircraft. We're very light now, only 49% of fuel on board, no water, so we should be good. Alright, let's go to the end of the runway. Okay, so we entered the runway, so we're gonna set the landing lights. We got some paras here. They're landing and disappearing. This is so much fun, guys. So the Pelican 45, the CL-45, or the Canadair, as it's known all over the world. Let's pick up some water. Let's make sure that this one is in the ready position. The probes are up. Flaps gonna be at 10%. Gonna turn around here. And then we're gonna fly to the coastline and pick up some water. Look at this turning angle of this, this turning radius of this aircraft. It's really very small. You can almost turn on a post stamp here. Alright. Runway 14, we're going to select the heading here. That's all set. Flaps are at 10. Props are going full. Surface lock is removed. Do the flight controls again. And we are ready to go. Lights all set. That's all set. Taxi light can come off. Right. 400 feet is field elevation here. Flaps 10, yes, here we go. And we're off. Gears coming up. Wow, the view from this aircraft is amazing, guys. Really nice. Flaps up. Really gonna reduce a little bit of the power here. So Biarritz is close by. That's where we're heading to. And then we gonna pick up some water there. Hopefully we don't hit one of the sailing boats which are in the water there. So let's have a look outside. This is an amazing plane ride. Love it. So we're flying due south. There's Biarritz, there's the harbor. Alright, let's prepare for a water pickup. Alright, for the water pickup, we have the system is ready. We're gonna lower the probes. Probes are down. We're gonna land on the water. We want to keep the airspeed around 50-55 knots while we're on the water. With that airspeed it will push the water via the probes into the water tanks. If you're going too slow, the pressure won't be enough to push the water all into the water tanks. If you're going too fast, it's not working either. So there's a sweet spot around 50-60 knots to get the water in, and it will go really quick once you have the right airspeed. Alright, so we're gonna pick up water. So the switch is going to C for the aural warning for the gear. Everything else is set. And we're gonna slowly descend here. As we're gonna pick up the water here. This is Biarritz, beautiful, beautiful city. And let's descend. Get the prop full forward. And normally when you the gear up and you come at 120 knots, you will get the aural warning for the landing gear. So that's why we have the switch set to C, and that's for a water landing. Alright, flaps 10. So we're gonna pick up some water, then we're gonna fly back to the airport. We're gonna drop the water over the runway and then make a quick circuit, land back on the airport, and call it a day. That's our training mission for today. flaps for the water landing. And then we're gonna retract the flaps to 20. So let's get the speed out. Alright, so as we can see on the water display, they are filling up around 50. So they're almost full. They're full. At full power. Oh, that's a bump in the water. That was a wave. Here we go. Gonna fly here around. This is photogrammetry, I think. Looks a little bit not so good. Flaps up. Ooh. No, I don't think this is Biarritz, but I'm not sure which city this is. Looks nice, but the photogrammetry doesn't look really good up close. I think it's one of the earlier photogrammetry cities for France. As it is loading in now. Anyhow, nice sightseeing tour. Here's the harbor, full of boats, looking great. Cruise ships there, the ferries. Alright, let's head back to our airport. I don't want to fly too fast. Alright, so now when we're flying, the probes can go back up. Downlights are off. If we want to drop the water, we have to arm the system. So if I press the button now, it will release the water, which we're not gonna do over the city. Otherwise everybody is getting wet, they think it's raining. So if you have to fly further to the fire that you have to extinguish, you put this one at ready, so you can push the button as long as you want, but the water won't come out. But we're almost at the airport, so we're gonna arm the system. We're not gonna use a interval system, which you can set here. That's for different kinds of fires, or if you wanna drop the first one, then you're gonna empty these tanks, and then you're gonna empty the other tanks. For us, it's just we're gonna drop all the water at the same time over the airport, if we can find it. It's very close. very close by. So let's have a look. And the view out of this cockpit is massive. It's really nice. Good view, good overall view, which you need when you're fighting fires, because you need to see where you're going. Really love this this window up here. I would use it a lot in VR, but anyhow, good to have. Alright, so did I miss my airport? Wouldn't be the first time. Yeah, I think I did. It's somewhere over there. Oh, there, here it is. Here it comes. There is the airport. So we're gonna join the right hand downwind. The airport is over there. I had to use the mouse for that one. Alright. I'm not always flying from this airport, so I'm not really familiar with the surroundings here. So here we go. So 14 is the runway heading. So there we go, 139. So we know we are on a downwind now. Gonna set the first stage of flaps. We'll keep the auto warning for the gear off because we're gonna drop the water with the gear up. Let me correct this one. Yeah, this looks great from here. Good for you. Alright, so we are almost at 45 degrees of the runway. So we're gonna make a steep turn over right. Gonna turn final. Gonna set our flaps while we're turning. There's it, there it is. I'm gonna descend. The reason I do the flaps while I'm turning, that will increase or decrease my turn radius. Props are going to full because we need that power. Line up. System is armed. Here we go. Oops, sorry. My mistake, I was looking for the button to switch the camera. There's a helicopter in front on top of us. Alright, he's over there. Alright, reduce power. Still at the second stage of flaps. Water is all gone. System goes to ready, neutral or standby, whatever it is. We're on the upwind leg. And we're gonna turn in front of these buildings to the downwind leg. And then we're gonna land back. And we're on downwind. Here we go. Really nice to fly this aircraft. It's not that difficult. Very maneuverable, but a little bit sluggish on the controls. You can see you can do a lot and it won't react immediately, just what like you would expect from an aircraft like this. And almost at 45 degrees, and then we're gonna turn. Alright, so now we're on the base leg. And we're gonna continue the turn until we're final. Second stage of flaps, gears coming down. Yeah, that's because the gear's traveling. Had to do these checks at downwind, alright. My bad, but hey. Flaps are full. Trim. Won't need that much input when we're that's the angle of attack warning. Oh, what was that? Why is this? Oh, it's going to auto reverse after landing. So that's something I need to change. So it went to auto reverse right after landing. That was not what I expected. I had it the other time when I was testing it out, and I thought I did something wrong with the throttles, but I didn't do anything. So maybe that's a setting somewhere, or I have to change that in the configuration files. Anyhow, flaps coming up, taxi light on, landing lights off. And we're just taxiing back. On this beautiful airport in the south of France. I think this is part of France VFR. It's a third party add-on, scenery add-on. Or yeah, France VFR, I think. And there's also a part on flightsim.to, I think, about France. A lot of airports in the southern part of France, which are really nice to add to your collection. See the hang gliders over here. Let's do not. We're going this way. And then taxi. All the way here. I'm gonna set the parking brake. and then this one goes to cut off. Here we go. And then you have to do everything in the cockpit and switch off all the lights. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and this was a little demo with the CL-145. How to pick up the water, what to set, how to drop them. And this button here, if you have X's and O's, you can map it. It's not mapped yet in the sim, so you cannot find any way to bind this button to one of your hardware. If you have SPAT Next or X's and O's, you can do it. So if you have one of those two programs, it's really good to have that mapped. Otherwise you have to push that button every time with your mouse or anyhow, which way you want to do it. Guys, thanks for watching, and see you next time in the next video. And I'll think that one, no, I'm not gonna say it yet. Alright guys, bye for now, and see you soon.